Okay, so section 2, file organization and access. Okay, so in this section, we use the term file organization to refer to the logical structuring of the records as determined by the way in which they are accessed. Okay, uh, criteria that are important in choosing file organization will be short access time, ease of update, economy of storage, simple maintenance, and reliability. Okay, these are the 5 types of file organization. First, the pile. Second, sequential file. Third, index sequential file. Fourth, the index file. And fifth, the direct or hash file. Okay, so these are the comparison between the 5 basic file organizations in terms of O notation, just for some information. Okay. Okay. Now, the first type of file organization, the pile. Okay. So this is the simplest or the least complicated form of file organization. Okay. However, uh, the record access for this type of file organization is by exhaustive search. Okay, the purpose of the pile type of file organization is just to keep keep the data, okay, in how they arrive. So they are variable length records and then variable set of fields, but put in chronological order. It's just you keep the data every time it comes. So this is the file. And then second is the sequential file. This is the most common form of file structure. Okay, so there is a fixed format for record. Okay, the fixed length records, and then there's a fixed set of fields in fixed order, and the order is sequential based on the key field. Okay, so this is the only organization that can easily be stored in tape and in disk. Okay, okay, but there are some weakness in the sequential organization. So there's a third type of file organization, ISAM, index sequential file. So it adds an index to the file to support random access, and it has multiple levels of indexing. Okay, and then next is index file, the fourth type of file organization, the index file. The records are accessed only through their index. And for example of the usage is airline reservation system and inventory control systems. And then finally, the fifth type of file organization is the direct file or hash file. Okay, the access is directly any block of a known address, okay, and used when very rapid access is required with fixed length records, and the record should always be accessed one at a time. Examples are directories, pricing tables, schedules, and name lists. Okay, so let's move on to the next section, file directories. Okay, so the first topic, the contents of the file directory. This is the information of file directory. So the basic information are file name, file type, file organization, and then address information will be the volume, starting address, size, use size allocated, And then access control information will be the owner, access information, permitted actions, and then the usage information will be the date creator, identity of the creator, date of last read access, identity of last reader, date last modified, identity of last modifier, date of last backup, and current usage. Okay, and then the structure of the file directory. Okay, so to understand the requirement for a file structure, so we have to consider these types of operation that are performed on the directory: search, create file, delete file, list directory, and then update directory. Okay, take note that the simple list is not suitable to support these operations. Okay, so let us get an introduction of another type, okay, of organization. Okay, so two-level scheme. Okay, two-level scheme. Okay, so this is to solve the problem with a simple list. So in this case, there's one directory for each user and a master directory. The master directory has an entry for each user directory, providing address and access control information. Each user directory is a simple list of the files of that user, and then the names must be unique only within a collection of files of a single user. And then the file system can easily enforce access restriction on directories. Okay. There's another approach, okay, more powerful than this two-level scheme. Okay, the more powerful approach is tree structured directory, where the master directory, where we have master directory and user directories, and each user subdirectory may have subdirectories and files as entries. Okay, so this simplifies the requirement for unique file names across multiple users. Okay, next, about directory, next topic is naming. So in the tree structured directory, okay, naming is easy. Okay, because user need to be able to refer to a file by a symbolic name rather than a number. So by using tree structured directory, so the path name will be can use. Okay, so we can see that for file ABC, the path name is user B. Okay, so from the master directory, it is under user B, and then the directory is Word, under directory Word is unit A, and under unit A is ABC. So this will be the path name of the file ABC in the directory unit A, and the path name of the file ABC, which has the same name but different location, and it's also another file, a different file, is different, and because they are located in different locations, so they are two separate files. Okay, so the naming will be the entire path name. Okay, so that's the end of section 2.